Welcome to another Down the Rabbit Hole video, and I got something in the mail here that has been looking for a while. This is Vector Patrol, the Moon Patrol remake for the Vectrex, and I've got the other side, that's where the address is. I figure I'll just open her up and try it out. There's a little something I'm curious to see may or may not happen with this. It's due to a rumor or a bit of speculation on my behalf. But first, let's just open it up and have a look. There we go. Oh, very nice indeed. I got a little bit of popcorn here. Let me just move that out of the way. There we go. It's from Kristof Tuts. This is Vector Patrol, as I say. Now, I've played Moon Patrol, the classic arcade machine, and I've thought it was all right. And normally I don't usually go for old raster games, old raster games turned into vector games. I just don't think the two mix very well. I've already posted how I'm not a big fan of Berserk, and this is a raster game turned into a vector game, but I think the art style, like I've seen Vectrex Rolly talk about this, and it looked really nice, and this was rumored to be being made for several years. I've been watching and following this project, and I just thought, this thing's never coming out. About a month ago, I think it was, Vectrex Rolly posted, hey, it's now available to buy, and here's a quick view of the game and the packaging. And I emailed Kristof, and I said, hey, you know, Vectrex Rolly says this is finally available to buy. He took a little bit to get in touch with me, but he did say, yes, it is now available. Please feel free. I'm going to show a little something in a second, but it comes in a really nice package. I mean, it looks like, it's not, it doesn't look like an original Vectrex game, but it looks like a proper, you know, store manufactured, something you would buy for real in retail. So that's kind of cool. Let's open it up here. Now it's got a bit of tape around it or something. Is that just extra cardboard? What am I supposed to do with this? Hang on a tick. I think he's put these to keep the edges of this binder thing from breaking in shipping. Do I just pop that open? Yes, I do. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. Whoops. Yeah, I don't know. Do I want to take that out or not? There's the cartridge. Very nice. Nice and official looking. Pop that in a second. And we even have a manual. Oh, darn it. Tutstronics 2016, it says. Wow. You know, I've heard about this from before 2016. Cart number 188. All right, very cool. And a very, well, I guess it wants to close. Very nice, professional looking manual inside. Wow, there's a lot in here. Good Lord. Okay. Very cool. Yeah. And it's even got an overlay. Okay, it took a bit to take the overlay out of the back of the package there, but I got it now. Kristof mentioned when I ordered it, this overlay comes in two varieties. One that has sort of an orangey color for where the moon buggy is going to be, you know, this guy down here. Or if you wanted to get the, like for adult, I think it's an extra €1, you can get the more expensive overlay, which I guess they do a second pass on this, and it actually does pink in this area, which is closer to what the original arcade machine was like. So I opted for the more expensive one. A couple of euros for more close to the game originals. Yeah, sure, why not? And that's a very nice overlay, actually. Okay, well, enough about that stuff. Let's pop this in, try out a game, and then I want to see if this thing that I heard rumored is true. So here we are. This is Vector Patrol, and it looks amazing. I am very impressed. I've got the pink overlay on here. I think I posted already that Kristof sent me a duplicate or an extra standard orange one. That was super nice of you, Kristof, and as per my other video, not the first time this has happened. I really love the Vectrex community for this kind of stuff. So I have actually given this kind of an early start here just to try it out. There's some really cool stuff in this game. It keeps high scores. It actually tells you at the end of each level what how long it took you to finish and what the best score is, that kind of thing. So you've got like a reason to keep trying at it. Love the overlay. The radar up in the right corner tells you when something bad's coming. You've got an actual progress bar at the top under course details. Just super, super nice. This is a really professional piece of software here. So, okay, let me just quickly have a game here. What I really like as well is the use of how the Vectrex can like make stuff move around and stuff. Like look at the buggy. You know, it's really well done. It looks really, really for a raster game turned into a vector game, it's really, really nice. Okay. We can do some configuration and stuff, but let's just play the game. So move left and right. Jump with button number 3, and that one will shoot. And you want to shoot the rocks. Anybody who's played classic Moon Patrol knows this game, so I don't really need to explain it that much. I also like how there's the little letters at the bottom that indicate your progress. I'm going to get a hit. Oh, geez, I'm already in trouble. Look at that. Nice level of challenge to this game. So that's something to look forward to, I guess. But yeah, I really love the animation. I love in the level I'm hoping to get to after this, where you're in kind of a cityscape. You actually see the city lights blinking and stuff. Like, it's just really professionally done. You see how the stars are blinking, or twinkling away. When I get to the level with the cityscape, you can actually make out the buildings are also blinking away. Let's see if we can get, how far we can get here. And there's mines that you also have to jump over. A little UFO guy. Not only these guys up here, but like a little, almost like a missile one comes down. So it's a lot to concentrate on. The use of the way the explosions work looks really nice. Oh darn! You see the way the wheels bounce? Fantastic! Absolutely top-notch development here. Now let's just see. Can I get? Ooh. Yeah, you can shoot those missiles. I didn't know that. I'm not a huge player of the original. Okay, so I got as far as level E, and you kind of can make out, okay, so time to reach point E, 97, 80 is what I'm aiming for. So that's kind of neat. You got something to sort of reach for. Here's the cityscape. Look how the buildings are actually blinking in the distance. That's really, really nice. Just the layer of polish on this thing, it was worth the wait for sure. Oh, watch out. Just careful not to fall into the rocks. Now, I will make a confession as well. Some of those rocks have to be shot twice. Tried this first with the standard Vectrex controller, and I actually found it a bit hard. The thumbstick is just not very well designed for moving the buggy around. Oh dear, let's get past these guys, because they're going to kill me. Okay. So, instead, if they'll give me a second to talk to you, there we go. I'm actually using the Sega Genesis controller. It's actually better. It's another one of those games that definitely benefits from using the Genesis controller as opposed to the standard Vectrex controller. Oh, damn it. Well, if you only have a standard Vectrex controller, it's doable. It's definitely doable, but I find the accelerating and decelerating of the buggy a lot better with this controller here. And later on, there's going to be a lot to concentrate on. You see how up at the top it says I've reached the second of 5 stages? That's pretty cool. How's my time? Oh, 81! Oh, I was very close there. Sorry, no bonus though. Didn't make it to 80. And this is usually where I die. So, yeah, here come the mines, which I don't think you can shoot. I think you can only jump over. Yeah, nothing happens if I shoot. Only the 2 buttons in this game. But yeah, so this is a phenomenal, phenomenal game. And again, I'm not somebody who normally likes raster games. Ooh, extra life. I'm not usually one who likes raster games turned into vector games. I didn't get Time Pilot for that reason. Or Vector Pilot, I guess it's called. and wasn't really intending on getting Vector Patrol, but I'm very happy I did, especially since I got the two overlays. That's really, really generous of you, Kristof. Thank you very much. But before I end this, I really, really want to test that little theory, that rumor, that speculation I had. So let's do that. I have to put my name in the thing, so I'm going to do that first. Oh, there's even little characters. That's awesome. And there's a continue feature, by the way. I also meant to mention that before I continue on. You can continue on. You get like, you see you got a timer down. If I want to continue, I hit press button 4. And I got 5 credits. So that's kind of neat. Anyway, on to that rumor. Okay, bit of speculation time. And you'll notice I've got the Madtronics 3D Imager on here. I have a sneaky suspicion there is a hidden 3D mode in Vector Patrol. The reason why, I was listening to an interview with Mike Kennedy. He was talking about the Calico Chameleon, like we're going way back to that stuff. And he got talking with the guy who was interviewing him about games that he really likes, projects that he sees in the future, etc. Vector Patrol was among those. And Mike Kennedy's not the most famous for being secure with his information and maybe keeping mum on subjects that he's not supposed to be talking to people about. Because he said in the interview, after they talked about Vector Patrol and how he's really looking forward to it, big Moon Patrol fan, etc., he also, just at a random part, like the next thing that came out of his mouth was, oh yeah, I gotta check and see if my Madtronics 3D Imager is still around. And I thought, why would Mike Kennedy mention the 3D Imager having just talked about Vector Patrol? I have a sneaky suspicion, if I turn it on now that this is all hooked up, there may be a 3D mode. Let's try it out. Now, because of the angle of the camera and the lighting in here, the Vectrex is going to look a little flickery. That's not the Imager, that's not my camera, it's just because we're at a weird angle here. So it should look normal. Now, let's just turn on Vector Patrol. Okay. Nothing so far. So if I go to game configuration, oh, options maybe. Okay, down to configuration, come on. Button, calibration. Oh, there's a calibration mode. I haven't really met with that. Okay. Game options, just difficulty. Huh. Okay, well, I think maybe my theory is wrong. Let's fire it up anyway, see what we got. Nope, it's just the regular game. I mean, that's good, but here was me thinking, hey, I know something secretive about Vector Patrol that nobody else knows, and turns out I'm incorrect. Oh well, still, it's a really cool game. Would have been neat with a 3D mode. Maybe there's like, I wonder if you have to push down and button number 3, because that would be 3D. Let's just try that. No. Oh. Maybe there is some like weird button combination you have to do and then it unlocks 3D mode, because if this game was in 3D, can you imagine like this would be the front plane, that's a middle plane, that's a back plane? I think that would be really, really cool. I must look crazy right now. Anyway, until next time, we'll see you down the rabbit hole.